you are a recording artist, you're a DJ, you're also a producer. I wanted to ask you, and you also have your own unique style, which is your cap. The question I have is, how much influence do you think Afrobeats actually has on popular culture right now?
Oh, that's an amazing question. Over the years, if you look at the history of our music, it is not a new thing, or it is not something that's just started today in terms of the amount of influence that we've had on the world music or the world culture. From time, Black people have always influenced everything that they've been part of. We are foremost, I stand to be corrected, but we have made much sense and much awareness and consciousness when it comes to music itself. From times of Fela Anikulapo Kuti to the likes of Ebenezer Obey, these people have toured the world. Right. Sadly, that era wasn't documented. Right. Sadly, their era, they didn't get as much credit. In fact, people only think it's only Fela Anikulapo Kuti who was making music from Nigeria back in the days. Absolutely. But that has not stopped, from their era to King Wasiu Ayinde Marshall's era, to the likes of Baba Frayo's era, to the Two-Face era, to the Banj, to Wizkid, and to this new audience. We have at different times influenced world sound. People like Beyonce invited us to California to work on the Lion King project. Shout out to her, by the way. And all we did in there was basically create what we create back home. And that is to just show how much of a value our sounds are. You can see the people, even in the boxing, the likes of the Style Bender, when they're going into the boxing ring, you hear some Burna Boy in the background. Yeah, that shows how much our music has gone far. Right. And this is just the beginning of the bigger, sounds to come in the future.
So Spinall, I'm going to put you on the spot, and I know I didn't plan for this, but I'm going to put you on the spot. Because I know you're a man that likes surprises. Apart from your own album, and apart from your own latest release of your own album, name 2 other albums of 2020 that you actually like, that you're actually feeling, your 2 favorite 2020 albums. God. I'm putting you on your spot, and you have to say something. Your album, you can't choose your album, Grace.
Of course. Oh my God, this is so wicked of you. I would say, no doubt, there are so many amazing albums that have dropped so far. But in terms of sonic sounds, and in terms of somebody who has taken the most risk among all of them, I would say it's Wizkid. Right. Wizkid, in the sense that he has, over the years, done amazingly well for the culture. Over the years, consistently put African music on the map. And to be back in today's world where there's so many huge superstars making the same album and doing wonderfully well on different fields, to put out an album that is way out of, the expected, he's gone ahead to forge some sort of new sounds with what he has just created. In my opinion, I feel like he's just gone back to sounds of the other side. And he felt like, oh yes, the people are ready for the sound from the other side.
Who will be your second artist, apart from Wizkid?
Oh, God. Davido's album was wonderful as well. Burna Boy's album was stupendous. Tiwa Savage's album was amazing.
You are being diplomatic. To be honest, you are being very diplomatic.
Olamide's album was fantastic too.
Yeah.
To be honest,
a lot of amazing publics.
Look, it's really hard. It's a tough one, Gab, if you ask me. If you're asking me for 10 Afrobeats album, I could go on. But to be honest, I feel like, numbers don't do justice to our brothers.
I agree.
We live in Africa. We live in Africa. We live in Nigeria, where Spotify does not exist. Yeah. And but when we are being compared with other artists in the world, they bring Spotify to the front table. Yeah. You can use that yardstick with African artists like ourselves. So all African artists putting out albums this year, previous years, a big respect to all of them. Yeah, but it's been amazing.